Well, if you are in or nearing retirement, preserving the wealth you've built is paramount. But do you truly know what your portfolio can withstand? Joining us now for Retirement Coffee Talk are George Fossing and Zach Jenkins. They are both part of the team at NorthStar Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
So what do we need to know when it comes to making sure we're kind of seeing the market and the economy right now today?
A little dicey.
Yeah.
Again. Here we go. People are like, oh, July is back. Okay, things are going back, and poof, here it goes down again.
Right.
That is not unusual. So
That's just kind of, I mean,
yeah.
you talk about we not liking roller coasters unless
Well,
you're
we'll tell
15.
people, I said, you know, if you're in retirement, close to retirement, and you're looking around out there, if you're not nervous, you should be nervous. We're not, we don't want to do these things to scare people.
Right,
okay,
right.
we don't. But it really comes down to it. There is a lot of fundamentals out there that are kind of not really lining up, and there could be a problem down the road. So there's always something going on, right, in the economy.
Yeah.
Just pick up, just
pick
turn the
a
news
call.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're out there doing this, and the reality is, some people out there can't afford to be wrong.
Right. Well, we're sports lovers. You know, so we always say, you know, whenever we can equate a sports thing, you know, defense wins championships. You're talking about how, you know, you can really be on the defensive and make some defensive strategies and wealth preservation. Kind of help that make sense. What does that mean?
Well, we did the football thing too. You know, you have the ball, you're inside the 20. You know, you basically have the game one. What do you not want to do?
Do not fumble that ball.
And fumbling means take unnecessary
Uh-huh.
risks out there. That's really what it comes down to. You watched football weekend last weekend. There's some pretty goofy plays out there. You're like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't thinking it was not going to work. Not going to work. They thought it was going to work, but it didn't. And it's a game changer for people out there too. So there's a lot to be said with that. And so we sit down with folks and say, listen, you can't get this wrong. You've got a really good place right now. You've got enough money.
Right.
You don't need a lot more. You got inflation, but you can't do with less. Plus, you're not sleeping at night worrying about the markets. That's not a win.
No. And how often do you find, because y'all talk to a lot of people, that some people don't even realize what's available to them?
Yeah, I mean, all the time, really. You know, I think during someone's working years, you know, they're just focused on making the account grow.
Right.
And it's kind of like they have to go through this transition in their mind. They go from, okay, it was all about, you know, growing this account and contributing to it. Now I'm going to be taking money out of that account. Well, there are tools out there that are designed to help you do that more efficiently and to do so with a lot of downside protection. You know, one example, you know, there's some bank products out there. These are on the institutional side, so it's not like you can just walk into your branch or, you know, on Main Street and say, hey, I want, you know, some of these income products. But on the institutional side that we have access to, there's some income products that give you a significant amount of downside protection. Some of them are liquid. Some of them are 100% guarantee of principal, but they'll pay anywhere from about 7, maybe 10 or 11%. I mean, they're very attractive tools out there. Now, that's the good stuff about it. You have to understand, hey, what am I giving up for that too, right?
Right.
But we're big proponents of giving money a job. You know, some of your money should be growing, some of it should be protected. Some of it you play defense with and build for income.
What about, you know, we got a lot of people out here that's like, I got this money thing, I can figure it out. I'm kind of a do-it-yourselfer. That's great, but what may they be missing out on?
You know, it's interesting you say that too, because we get that. People have done a really good job my whole life. We're not saying give it to us.
Right.
That's what people automatically think, right? That gives all your money. Now you might say, hey, here's a portion. We don't want to lose. Want to maybe have an income plan with you guys. We have long-term investments they've been doing well with. We're here to complement what they've already started with, right?
Right.
That's so it's really defined role, which you're out there. We had a couple. I was up in the Hendersonville office last week, and it was a tutorial. She goes, I want to learn about this. And I got the whiteboard out, we're going through it, and it took about an hour and 15 minutes. She goes, and she's just smiling. She goes, these are awesome, these are neat. And I said, you have to understand them before you buy.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I guarantee people out there, we've all had buyer's remorse.
Oh yeah.
Right? Sounds too good to be true.
Right.
Trouble. So you really understand what's going on, how we work, and never put all your eggs in one basket, all that stuff that really makes sense. And between Zach, I, and the team, and we take the time before anything moves forward to explain it to people. There's nothing better than a total buy-in with people, right? We're all on this together. This sounds like it's gonna be great. You know, we've got a plan B. He loves to build the plan B. So if this fell apart, we'll do this. If this or this.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
I like seeing the options, because the other thing would be some people would be like, I'm just going to sit tight and hold it all in and not do anything.
Sure.
And that's one way to play defense.
Well, people in 08 did it. In 2008, yeah, they wrote it out.
Yeah.
It was difficult for a lot of people. Some people didn't. You know, I was in the business doing that. People out there watching, they went through it.
Yeah.
And some people came out okay, some people did not. The ones that did not, there was a pain threshold they crossed. They said, I can't do this any longer, and they get out.
Right.
There's at some point, it's going to happen to people, and it's very difficult. The worst thing is the emotional distress
Yes.
it puts on people. Again, you don't need to be doing this. And people go out there and say, hey, I'd like to learn to see what else is out there. You know, we're an independent firm. What that means is we've got everything available to us to share with our clients.
So many resources, more than you
So
probably
many,
realize.
and we were not.
Yeah.
I used to not be. I was with the company.
Yeah.
I went independent just because. And so did Zach. Just because we had a limited toolbox, all of a sudden it opens up, and you know, we've got the lawyer, we've got the CPA. You know, we're licensed with all these different companies out there and all these different resources out there. It gives us people sit down. They go, well, you know, let's have some fun. Man.
Yeah.
Let's
make retirement fun. 'cause
He
that's
gets
what y'all are
animated
all
up there. He
about.
gets up there and just absolutely jumps into it.
Yeah.
And people are kind of. I wish everybody got excited like we did about it. But
Yeah.
and
Hey,
the
it's
outcome is
money.
there. The
It's
outcome
money.
is this:
Yeah.
can we go on vacation? Are we going to be okay? And here, let's do this, and you're going to be just fine. But you know, if you don't have a plan, it's just basically called hope.
Right.
You need more than hope out
We
there.
need more than
yeah.
hope, especially with this. Guys, thank you so much. Y'all
Thanks,
make it
Megan.
make sense. We're just picturing
Thank
the little
you.
buckets doing all its jobs.
getting
That's how
it.
we like it. Listen, if you are at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and would like to learn more about how to help protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, NorthStar Financial has a great offer for you right now. For the first 5 callers who have saved $500,000 or more, they're offering a complimentary no-obligation retirement and investment report. That report will include potential tax-saving opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you that roadmap going forward. Call the number you see on your screen, 864-309-8146.